Ahem. That's right, I'm late. 4 minutes late, assholes. What are you grilling me for? We got a good crowd so far. WatariWammy, Waldo, Brian Cuevas, and Damien. It's good to see you guys. It's a special week. It's Thanksgiving week. That's why we're here on a Tuesday instead of Friday. I think next week we'll continue the Friday cast up until Christmas, at which point, that week I'll probably just do it on Tuesday or Wednesday or something, and then for the rest of the year, whatever, it'll go right back to normal. Man. So this week I'm gonna work on a drawing for my Dom Digs tomorrow, which is gonna be of this a series of videos the New York Times put up called "Making a Scene," where they got basically the best actors of the year to act in these 2-minute long short films, and they're all really strange and they don't really make any sense, but I think they're pleasing. So I'm just gonna I really want to just do an experimental animation where I just do a couple of portraits of the people. This is supposed to be Forrest Whitaker. And I don't know, hopefully it'll look interesting. Have you guys been having a good week? I certainly hope so. Damien says, "What's Thanksgiving?" It's this holiday. It's this festive occasion in the U.S. where we sort of celebrate Christopher Columbus coming out and finding, basically stealing America, whatever you want to call it. Whatever. Thanks a lot, Waldo. I'm glad you like Dom Diggs. Shit doesn't get any views, though. It's fine if things don't get views. I really don't give a shit, man. Actually, I do. That's a lie, but, I think it's something, it's an important step, I think, in my channel's growth and in my growth. I just want to share with you guys some of the cool, weird shit I find online or in life, and I don't know, because you guys always give me suggestions for movies, and really I got the idea from you guys. You guys always give me advice, not advice, recommendations for music and movies and books, all this stuff. So I just have this collection in my brain of things that I already like anyway, and then the things that you guys give me. So I wanted to collect it and display it to you guys in a weird sort of experimental art format. This is fun right now. This is fun. This Forrest Whitaker drawing. Oh, whoops. Wrong folder. This is an inside look on my computer folder, so you guys can see how I organize everything. Have you guys seen Hungry Games? The Hungry books? I heard Catching Fire is really good. Jennifer Lawrence is really pretty. Pretty woman. Excuse me, I like her with short hair. I really like her with short hair. She just appeals to me. You know what I'm saying, dog? I don't know what it is about her. I guess everyone likes that she seems real because she's so goofy, and even though she's, I think, classically pretty, she seems to embody she seems to be the embodiment of the girl next door by being very down to earth, and she's very self-deprecating, and talks about farts and stuff like that, and it's very weird girl. What's up, Dr. Telescope? WatariWammy, my plans for Thanksgiving are to hang out with family, pretty much, and eat. I'm gonna eat a lot of fried turkey. My brother cooks. What else? I'm a be probably in between dinner. I'm going to or after dinner, I'm just gonna kind of become a recluse. What I usually do is I become a recluse, kind of sit in the corner while the kids are running around watching TV, playing Call of Duty. I always end up hanging out with the kids. I end up hanging out with them, watching them play Xbox or something. I hang out with the adults a little less. But I sleep a lot. And this year I'm going to be writing probably some DSC stuff. Just trying to figure out what I'm going to do in the future. Yeah, I don't think much is going to change with the format of this show. I might add a new segment every once in a while, but you guys basically know how this thing goes. Brian Cuevas, I did see the recent Breakfast Club interviews. They are insane. With Kanye West, I love them. They're great. Damien, Thanksgiving's not a celebration of the killing of the Indians. I mean, maybe in some indirect way. Some crazy ass indirect way, I suppose. You gotta get off that weird UK Wikipedia. That shit's telling you lies about America. The greatest country of the millennium. I'm lying. I'm not patriotic. I'm not patriotic. I love this country. I think it's great. I don't know. But if I'm being honest, though, I think I often think in terms of. See, I don't like to think of like this competitive spirit. I don't like to think of us countries competing. But if you ever play the game Civilization, there's several ways to win that game. One of them is you can do a war victory by beating the shit out of your opponents and just rendering them, just annihilating them physically. You can make a bunch of wonders of the world in your culture, or you can make a space race and be the first to get to the moon. Or the most fascinating way to win at Civilization, I think, is to get a cultural victory, which is when you get your country. This is Africa, which is not a country, but I'm just gonna use it, and North America or whatever. And let's say like North America, like you have your Kanye Wests and your Jay-Z's and your Steven Spielbergs and your Miley Cyruses born in this country, and by being in proximity to Africa, which probably has, all right, let's say you got I don't know, who's that guy who why the fuck am I drawing blanks on African born and people living in Neil Blomkamp from the South, Daimon Hansu, who's I mean, what the fuck does he consider himself African anymore? Anyway, a couple guys. By being in proximity to the U.S. and them having more cultural influence in this game, you end up getting assimilated. So that it all becomes like your country gets sucked into the other country. And I think that's how it really is. I think America is really good at influencing world culture and entertainment and art. I think I don't know. I think we're really good at doing that shit. But anyway, really off topic. Yeah, Brian, we just put up a Double D's podcast today, but I think we'll probably end up talking about those kind of interviews in the next episode. What else? Damien says, I read that book, but not yet seen a movie. I'm preparing for a shoe and finishing orders. Nice. Yeah, Kanye yelling at Sway was kind of it was kind of heartbreaking, man. He's kind of off his rocker, that guy. We made a left, and then we made a right, and then a left, and then a right. Damien says America is a mess. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, seeing him yell at Sway was nuts, man. Jalen, what's going on, man? WatariWammy says, Akon. Okay, good one. All right. Yeah. Chinua Achebe. Who the fuck is that? A Nigerian novelist, poet, professor, and critic. Oh, he did Things Fall Apart? Okay, that dude. I don't know if you see in civilization, I don't know if political revolutionaries count as cultural influencers. So I mean, I guess I'd throw them in there. Your Mandelas and your folks like that. Those folks. I guess you would get them in there. My drawing of Africa looks like a Charmander or something. It looks like a Dragonite. Alright. Yeah, Kanye did announce a new album for the summer or whatever the fuck. I'm excited. I'm excited for whatever he puts out. I'm not saying I'm a fanboy, but I think he excuse me, there's a reason that he's really popular. Because he makes good products. And he's insane, and he always gives you stuff that you've never had before. And I think that's pretty valuable in art. That's how you win in this thing. In this world that's flooded with the same old shit, people put out the same products over and over again because they're either too lazy or they don't have it. They don't have that thing that makes them different. I mean, he's very different. Alright, I'm gonna stop sucking his dick now. Let me make a color layer. Everyone loves color, right? We made a right and then a left and then a right. I've been listening to the Good Kid, Mad City album from Kendrick Lamar, and it's really good. It just keeps getting better every time I listen to it. Better and better. Excuse me. Pardon me. All right. Okay, I'm gonna post a link. Damn, this thing has 79,000 views already. I'm gonna post a link to the him yelling at Sway. Alright, let's see here. And I'll post a link to the breakfast I fucking can't talk. Breakfast Club interview. I highly recommend that you listen to this one. Kanye's Breakfast club interview. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this guy. I think he's I think it seems like some of his reasons for being mad are legitimate, but most of them are just like, just shut up, dude. Like he's definitely lost touch with what it is to be, I guess, a normal person. But I would be too if I were, banging Kim Kardashian every day and able to do what I love and make a lot of money from it. So. This might be a good time to plug my Etsy. If you just refresh this, I think you can see the links I just put in. If you go to my Etsy, I'm selling 5 original drawings. So I haven't made the drawings yet. I'm gonna make them when they're ordered. They're gonna be pretty experimental and weird portraiture, that kind of stuff. Some of them will be painted with gouache and watercolor. Some of them will be ink and pencil. So just go to my Etsy if you want to buy one. They're $30. I think that's a really good price. Yeah. Looks like the thing from Digimon. Why do I want to go? I don't remember the name. Jalen asks, when was the last time I did a painting? A physical painting? I think last month I was doing some paintings in gouache on the National Mall. Mad Russian, what's up, man? Dr. Telescope, I think Kanye can put out an album by the summer, man. I think it's possible. He can do it. I believe in him. Oh, you know what else is fucked up? During the Sway interview, Kanye, Sway, so he flips out on Sway, and Sway did a really good job of diffusing it, saying like, dude, I'm your friend, like, don't fucking treat me like this. Like I said, it was kind of heartbreaking, man. But after that, he's at the end of the interview, he's like, yo, man, you want to spit a freestyle for us? And he starts playing, I wanna fuck you like an animal. What the hell is that Nine Inch Nails song? Closer. He starts playing the instrumental to Closer, which I think is a really cool beat to freestyle over. And Kanye, I guess he was so mad or just unable to. I don't know what happened, but he was like, dude, you want to spit over this? And then Kanye's like, nah, not really. He keeps shutting him down. And eventually he decides to do it, but it's like, it doesn't rhyme at all. It's like very half-assed. It's pretty awful. It's like, I ain't gonna rhyme. Rhyme is not important. Something like that. It's like really shitty. I guess, I don't know if he was too wound up. And then he was like, how about a written? Do you have anything written that you want to spit? And he's like, nah. Ugh, man, this guy. Just don't understand. I don't get it. Let me check these questions. Brian Cuevas says I should listen to Nujabes. Dude, you think I don't know what my Nujabes is? I've studied, man. I know my shit. I know Nujabes, Fat John. I love Samurai Champloo. I think the album was called Discovery. The first Samurai Champloo original soundtrack was I think one of the first albums I went out of my way to buy and got it shipped to me, and I would play it on my CD player while I'd play Final Fantasy Tactics on the PS1. Good times, you know. Very good music, great beats, but that anime I think is one of the best. It doesn't get much better than that, unfortunately, because I don't know. Because I wish I could get more into anime and stuff. I'm excited for Space Dandy, which is Watanabe's new project. I haven't seen Kids on the Slope, but I've heard that's good too. Good turnout today so far. Huh? A lot of you guys here. Was Nujabes the one that died, or was it Fat John? Damien asks, "Is Kim the most beautiful-looking woman of our time?" God damn, I don't. I'm starting to hate these. Just the concept of wondering if there's a best-looking woman. I don't even. I don't know. I think it's subjective. I honestly think it is. And I mean, I'm just gonna. And then it's like, is it the best looking woman when she's in makeup? You know, is that our standard? Or is it the best looking woman when she just wakes up in the morning? I would argue that that's a better standard. Just like how she looks when she's just cooking you dinner. Personally, I think the best looking woman, it changes for me every day. And then it's like, what? How do I judge this? Like, the woman I want to draw the most, who I think is sexiest. Fuck. Let me Google her to make sure I'm okay with my choice. At this moment, I gotta go with Naomi Harris, who plays Moneypenny in Skyfall. Oh, high res. This is good. It's gonna be a good one, guys. You ready? You ready to see every pimple on her face? Look at that. I can see the hairs on her lip, right there, and like the peach fuzz on her chin. It's beautiful. I like this. I can get really close up to the screen, like I'm kissing her. And she's British, you know. I like that. I like that accent. I think the blush on her cheeks is a little bit too much right here. But she was also in Pirates of the Caribbean. You'll see a trend in the women I say are really pretty at this moment. I think Rosario Dawson, I've always thought is really pretty, but I'll put her up there. Actually, with the best looking on the planet, probably not. I cried every day at university. Bond girl Naomi Harris reveals how working class roots helped beat bullies. She wasn't bullied. Look at her. She wasn't getting fucking bullied. The spotlight marks a major turnaround for the 36-year-old who admits she was a bookwormish teenager with a few friends who cried every day during her time at Cambridge University. What the fuck? As the only child of a single mother on benefits from Finsbury Park, North London, the actress felt alienated by the scores of public school students around her as she studied social and political sciences at Pembroke College. Pembroke! She said, I hated Cambridge. I was very unhappy and cried every day. I came from a very working class background. So Cambridge was a huge culture shock. When I went, Mum said I wouldn't fit in, and she was right. They talked about Eton and skiing, and here I was, this black girl from North London. Naomi's Jamaican mother, Carmen, was just 18 when she had her daughter. Whoa, that's her? She appeared in children's TV program Simon and the Witch from 1987. Look at her with their long braided hair. And she was in The Tomorrow People. She was in Pirates of the Caribbean, which I don't like Pirates of the Caribbean. Anyway, all right, I'm done. Naomi Harris, that's mine. Boom, right there. And you know what? I know she's probably not the most prettiest woman on the planet, but I just, right at this moment, I'm putting my foot down and I'm saying that. You heard it here, folks. Damien, that accent is tight, dude. Who is Ronda Rousey? Waldo says Ronda Rousey. The mixed martial artist. Waldo is into that kinky stuff, getting beaten up by women. Waldo wants to get punched in the face repeatedly. She's very pretty, and she fights. Impressive. I do like the idea of a woman who can choke me out and then like punch me in the face really hard and kill me. That's my fetish. A woman beating me to death. Oscar Danes, what's going on, dude? Jalen, I have read good comics lately. Scalped is very good. That's the last book I read. Maybe now that you mentioned it, I mean, this weekend I'll probably try and read Day Tripper. A lot of people have recommended that to me, so I'm just gonna get back into that shit. Sandman Omnibus is the no, I'm sorry, Sandman Overture is the new continuation of Sandman, and you guys know that's my favorite comic. You should definitely read that. But Overture is excellent. It's very good. Damien asks, who do I want to draw the most? In person or like on DSC? Who do I want as a guest? If I could have any guest on DSC, I'd want ooh, that's a really good question. Let me think about that one. Maybe Neil Gaiman. I think he'd be a really interesting guy to talk to and draw. I could just go ape shit with his portrait and ask him the deep questions. Neil Gaiman. Man, I don't know. You know what? Donald Glover, Childish Gambino. I want him on my show. I want to draw him. My show. I feel like such a fucking tool bag saying that. I just got called a tosser. A tosser. A wanker. Dr. Telescope says there are worse fetishes. Yeah, for sure. Trust me, I know. Oh, fuck. This video started playing. No! Okay, back to Forrest Whitaker, my friend. I've been listening a lot to 808s and Heartbreak. I've been going back to that album. It's one of my favorites in the past, and just listening to it again just reminded me of why it was so good. Very, very much ahead of its time. It's like a predecessor to Drake's style. Not so much the auto tuning, but just singing and laying your heart out, stuff like that. Best looking girl is Zoe Saldana. I mean, yeah, I was going to say that, but I thought Naomi Harris first. I mean, like, if Zoe Saldana and Naomi Harris were standing in front of me, I don't know. These questions make me depressed because this stuff will never happen, and I'm sitting here choosing between two beautiful creatures. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know, but look at this picture. Look at that. I hope no porn pops up. Let me make sure. Alright, this is clean. Yeah, but look at that. It's like the cute, weird girl from your class. You'd probably never talk to anyway. Because you're too nervous. Oh, Damon, you were talking about what woman I want to draw most? I mean, maybe one of them. I mean, We're avoiding white girls tonight, huh? Is that what we're doing? I don't know. This really depends on the day. Some days I would choose a white girl as the best looking. Some days I won't. I don't fucking know. As far as the white girl I want to draw most is maybe Olivia Wilde. Maybe. God, Tron Legacy was dumb. A dumb movie. Great music, though. I haven't listened to Cul-de-sac yet. Yeah, Brian, I really do hope Gambito doesn't kill himself, because he is the rapper most likely to kill himself in the game. Jalen, good recommendation. That PBS Ideas guy, I've had my eye on his channel. I've been thinking about it. I just don't watch his stuff enough to. I do a lot of research before I go and talk to somebody because I just don't want to be. I don't want to be fumbling around. I want to be able to know as much about them so I can bring something up if I need to. But yeah, maybe I'll just check that out. You know. Oh shit. Yeah. From what I've seen of his channel, I really like it. This will work. Nice. Perfect. And then I move this over here. No. There we go. Perfect. Maybe I'll add some flourishes and stuff to this. Fuck, I did it again. No. Centipede's a great song. I also really like 3005. Damien, what? No black girls, only black and Latina? You're racist, dog. I'm an equal opportunity fellow, you see. You're acting like if you saw a really pretty white girl, you would just deny her. Get out of here, you liar. We don't like liars here, you liar. What's Rosario Dawson been up to? I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know what I'm doing. See that blink? You see that shit? It was cool, wasn't it? I know. see if I can add some more stuff. In my sketchbook, I always add these crazy like. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll animate him thinking of this woman who left him. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Shit. That is not good. Alright, now this is very long. Blink. This is animation, you guys. All its glory. Maybe I just move this here. Will that work? No. Move these down here. Now I have to time the blink to make sure that they don't happen too often. Alright, now I'll start the imagination sequence. Telescope, will I do a Fantano sequel? You mean like another appearance from him? If he wants to come on the show, I'll have him anytime. I know he's really busy though, so he's probably like... He was practically doing me a favor coming on the first time. I mean, so we'll see. I'll definitely, I definitely want to. I want to try and get people on again. Yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, I want everyone to wish Brian Cuevas a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Brian Cuevas. I enabled two-step verification on my Google account today, and it's such a pain in the ass now having to put this code into my phone and change all my settings. Shit. Damien says if there's a white girl naked in my room, I'll walk out and ask her to get her dress and leave my house. You liar. I would tell her to leave my house. Cuddle Bear, what's up? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Glad you're into it. Oh yeah, that Damien's comment is making the Hall of Fame for its ridiculousness and it falsity. Yeah, I think that's a word. Oh man. Unknown user? Damn it, not again. Why do they do this shit to me? Let me go and try this again. I really hope I didn't just get signed out of my account. Fuck. Can you guys hear me still? Imagine getting Tommy Wiseau. Yeah, that'd be good. Brian says, I think that sometimes Dom's art is overlooked. His style is pretty good. Thanks, you guys. I mean, thanks, Brian, specifically. Yeah, I sometimes I do feel like the drawing is just sort of something to flavor the talking. I honestly feel like the talking is more important in all these things, and it's just the drawing happens to set me apart from a lot of other people that are talking. It gets your attention visually at sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being here. I love you all. Damn it, I just keep forgetting to do shit. This is horrible. Oh. I forgot to make the lines shaky. Now I gotta... Okay, I know what to do. This is such a pain. Shift F5. Destroy that shit. Right now I'm adding shakiness to the drawing so that it looks like it's a little more alive. It's not just stagnant. Cuddle Bear says, IDK if you saw my comment, but I checked out My Bloody Valentine and they rock. Yeah, I did see the comment. I'm glad you dig it. There's an Everly Brothers cover album that just came out by Billy Joel Armstrong, Green Day singer, and Norah Jones. I don't know who the Everly Brothers are, but I do know Billy Joel Armstrong and Norah Jones, who is also very attractive, you guys. You guys know Norah Jones? I mean, yeah, she's a good singer too. But I think she's half Indian and something else. And yeah, good singer. And she makes me stutter. I'd like to draw her. That'd be nice. Let's learn a little more about Norah Jones. Norah Jones, born Gitali Norah Jones Sankar, is an American singer-songwriter, pianist, and actress. She was born in 1979 in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Oh shit, right next to Jay-Z. Yeah, right. All right, yeah. So Norah Jones. I like her song "Don't Know Why," and it's really funny if you imagine it's a woman asking her her spouse or whoever she's having sex with why she didn't come. It's pretty funny if you interpret it that way. She's like on the beach crying. Damien says, could you bring back that lady that was talking about frogs and bats? Hell yeah. That's Mary Bates. Mary E. Bates. She's awesome. Also she has a really good voice for speaking. Yeah, you guys didn't comment that much on her previous appearance, so I didn't think that a lot of you guys were paying attention. But yeah, I will definitely have her back on. I was thinking about... Oh man, please work. Come on. There we go. I was thinking about doing some sort of segment with her where I talk to her for 5 minutes about some weird shit, about some crazy animal stuff, and animate it afterwards. I think that would be a good idea. But yeah, I'll definitely have Mary back on. She's awesome. And her blog is also cool if you guys haven't seen Zoologic. Let me link to it in the show notes. Zoologic. Oops. Oh man, oh man. All right, that's in there too. Damien, I used to watch Doctor. Oh fuck! I used to watch Doctor Who a lot more when it was David Tennant, and then I followed Look at that, that's cool. I followed who's the 11th? What's his name? David Smith? What the fuck is his name? God damn it. It's gonna bother me if I don't. Matt Smith. I didn't even have to Google it. But I followed Matt Smith's Doctor for a bit, but I hated Amy Pond, and I just fell out of it because I just didn't want to. I just didn't have time. You know. Oops. You guys, Eminem is gonna be on the show tomorrow. That's a lie, by the way. Can you imagine, just out of nowhere? Damn. No. That should do it. Gavin McGuire, what's up, man? Welcome. Paranoid Mage says Dom on Norah Jones. She's a good singer and I'd like to draw her. Oh god, I'm a fucking creep. I don't want to be the guy who's like the first thing I say about a woman is how pretty she is. I shouldn't be that guy. Right. No, I do what I want. It's a compliment. Why am I beating myself up for complimenting someone? Jesus. I mean, I guess an insult would be to say like someone like Kim Kardashian is famous for being pretty, and that's the only thing that's appealing about her. I think that's an insult, right? Jalen, you ask really good questions, by the way. Would I say I have a very strong work ethic? I would say it's, I do in comparison to other people, but I know that I could work a lot harder. Pardon me. Burping everywhere. But yeah, I do have a very strong work ethic. When it comes to art, not so much. I mean, other stuff, yeah, sort of. But I mean, every video you see me do, when I draw people, it's a probably total of like maybe 7-8 hours of effort. I'd like to put more effort into these things. The animations take a lot longer, but just it's not even it goes beyond just me spending time on these things. It's I carry my sketchbook with me everywhere. I draw compulsively when I'm on the train. When I'm at bars with my friends, I'm drawing. Sometimes I get shit for it, and they tell me to pay attention and stop doing it. And yeah, like I spend like a DSC occupies a lot of my thoughts, and it's my greatest art project. It's the one that made the most sense to me. It gets the best results, and it's very congruent with who I am. It just lines up with all of my skills and abilities, everything I've worked up everything I've developed in my life. I was telling Keenan Lafferty is a guy I'm gonna have on the show. I talked to him yesterday. He's gonna be on. I already did the drawing and all that. It's gonna be up Monday. But I was telling him that I came up with the show by combining all of my skills into one. Just and it's my skills and things I enjoyed, talking to strangers, talking in general, drawing, and finding weird stuff on the internet, and I don't know. I guess just expressing myself. I don't know. So yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, to answer, the short answer is yes. I do feel like I have a very strong work ethic. I could be a lot better by if I minimize internet time. I've already sacrificed things like video games, relationships. Like I don't date anymore because I feel like it's a waste of time. If I'm being honest, like I don't. Relationships take time. If you get with a girl or a guy, you're gonna spend a lot of time with them. And I mean, I know you just have to decide whether or not that's valuable to you. And to me, at this point, I care more about this thing. I sound like I'm about to cry. What am I? Childish Gambino. WatariWammy says, "What do I want for Christmas?" And don't say a girlfriend. What? Why would I say that? That's such a weird thing to say. Don't you dare say girlfriend. I want man, I'm gonna sound really fucking cheesy. I want a good like 24 hours to be by myself somewhere I haven't been and just sit down and reflect on the past year, which has been if I'm being honest, one of the best years of my life, one of the most chaotic and eye-opening experiences. Making DSC has changed. It's been like a huge paradigm shift in my life. I started this thing back in I think the first video I did was like the 21st of December, and I remember I didn't do anything on New Year's. I stayed in my bedroom and worked on a video, and I felt like I was offering some sort of sacrifice to this project that it was almost like this weird blood sacrifice. Like people kept asking me to come out, and I was like, I didn't tell them why, but the truth was I was going to stay in my bedroom and work on this video where I talked to this person, and it was more important to me than hanging out with my friends at the time, which is all. That's something I have to struggle with now, is like making sure I do make time to hang out with people, because that's important. And just to sort of touch on that idea of relationships not being worth it to me, it might be worth it to you. Like it's different for everybody. I also just don't want to be in a relationship, so I'm probably just making excuses. So yeah, for Christmas I want some time alone, and I just realized I can give that to myself. So it's not even far fetched. I'm not a big. I don't like material things that much. I mean, I could use a couple books. I could use yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get myself some comics. I want to buy cages from Dave McKean, who's one of my favorite artists. Cages, Dave McKean. Yeah, this one. I want that. You guys want to see his weird art? This guy's, he influenced me a lot in how I draw, and I hope you notice some of the similarities, which you probably won't. Oh, come on, man, this is nothing. Damn it. All right, this isn't. You'll see it in the way he doodles. Stuff like this I really like. I don't know if you guys can see it too well. Well, that's not it. Or well. Yeah, so this kind of stuff. doesn't even... Whatever. Paranoidmage says, is anyone into Boardwalk Empire? I don't watch that stuff. Matt Smith doesn't have eyebrows? Are you... What? I guess he doesn't. Wow. I think he made a really good doctor. Dr. Slick Daddy, what's going on? I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Welcome. Your question is, what tools, programs do you use for your digital art? I've always just done traditional drawing, so do you have any tips for things like digital painting? I use a Wacom bamboo tablet, which is the cheapest sort of tablet you can get, but they're excellent. Start with that. Start with a small Wacom bamboo tablet. I use Photoshop to do drawings, and let me walk you through the differences in what the programs can do. All right, so something like this I did in Photoshop. You notice all the very subtle variations from color to color, like soft, the soft stuff that sort of molds into each other. That's from Photoshop. This is Photoshop. This as well, and this. This is Flash. It's a vector-based drawing program, so you'll notice that the edges are a lot sharper. They don't blend into each other as much, but I can make cool effects happen. Like I can make him blink, for instance, or animate it. So I've been playing around with that recently. This I did in Photoshop. Photoshop. Who is this asshole? Who is this? Yeah. Any tips for things like digital painting? I'd give you the same tips that I would about drawing in an analog format, which is do it a lot. Find out your reasons for why you want to draw and focus very heavily on that. Figure out what you're willing to sacrifice to get better. And basically just figure out how badly you want this. It's just like playing basketball, learning an instrument. It's a very hard thing to try and get good at, and to improve in. And once you figure out and make a habit of loving the process of drawing and learning how to improve, I think that's when good things start happening. Maybe I should put this on a loop so that you guys can look at something while I'm talking my ass off. A lot of questions today. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna go about I don't know, 10 minutes overtime, since there's so many of you and really good questions happening. And let me play this. All right. How expensive? Gavin McGuire asks, how expensive are good art paper / notebook and pencils and pens? They can be as expensive as you want them to be. But what I'll say is, don't be so focused on the tools you use to draw, because you get a guy like Mobius, John Singer Sargent. If you gave Basquiat a crayon, he would make something amazing. So it's like, start out with your number 2 pencils. Don't go too crazy. Go ahead and get some Staedtler number 2 pencils, or mechanical Bic pencils. That's all I draw with in my sketchbook. And I would say don't go out and get a Moleskine just yet. That's a little bit advanced, because those books cost about like $19. So you want to have some idea what you're doing and know that you're going to use the book. Buy some newsprint paper, a small sketchbook, and challenge yourself to see if you're actually going to use the thing. That's what I would say. And that's why I also recommend buying a small Wacom bamboo tablet, because you want to make sure that you're going to use it before you graduate onto some other stuff. I didn't really answer. Did I answer your question? How expensive are good art paper. It can be really expensive, man. It can be like you could spend $5 to like 50. But I would say go with the cheap stuff first to develop the habit of drawing. Make sure you, excuse me, yeah, go cheap at first. Damien says, I feel you there. I really don't have the time and I like my space. Yeah, I mean, but it's good that you know that so that you don't get into these relationships where you're emotionally unavailable or physically unavailable for them because you're putting your time into your shoes and creating them and all that. And it's okay to have something in your life that's more important than a relationship. And I think that's when you start attracting more people, like romantically, sexually, whatever, when they realize that you have other things in your life that you're really passionate about, because people are drawn to that sort of energy. They want someone who's everyone wants to be around someone who has stuff going on in their life and they're passionate about something, because so many people are not passionate about stuff. So it's kind of like I don't know, it's something I think people aspire to that. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't find that sort of stuff in their life, that things that they love, that they want to do for the rest of their life. I think I'm very lucky, and I think it's always been very clear to me that drawing makes me happy, and talking to people makes me very happy, and things like that. So. Damien, I do not have a wish list on Amazon. I don't really like the idea of making one. Like, I don't want you guys to buy me shit. I'd like for you to buy my drawings or something, hang it up on your wall. That'll be fucking awesome. But I don't want you to buy me stuff. You guys being here and sharing your thoughts, us existing in this digital realm, talking to each other is a good enough present for me. I know it sounds corny as fuck, but I don't care. Whatever. Like, the fact that I can chill out with you guys and talk every week is great. It's great for me. Telescope says, Dom, can I mail you over this book I think is badass? Yeah, man. Absolutely. I don't know if you still have my address, but if you want me to, I'll send you a message or something. If you guys want to mail me shit, go ahead and do that. I mean, I probably don't want to give my address out to everybody. But maybe I should get a P.O. box. But, yeah. Slick Daddy, it's no problem, man. But the most important thing that I can tell you guys about any sort of creative endeavor is to just start now. Start building your dreams now. Start making that comic. Practice football every day. Go to the gym. Start playing music. And if you're shitty at it now, that's fine, because you're supposed to be shitty at stuff in the beginning. And the truth is, you're never going to be as good as there's this constant battle with art where there's this ideal that you're striving for, and you're never going to get there. But the process of getting there, that march towards this creative ideal, is that's the point. If you love that, if you love the process of making things and the struggle, the highs and the lows and all that, you'll be fine. So, yeah, my best advice is to just go out and draw. If you have to shut this live cast off and Livedraw off and draw right now, go ahead and do that. Build a habit. Brian Cueva says, how do you refine inspiration? Oh, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the idea of inspiration it's one of the biggest creative misconceptions about creativity and creating things. Because I think inspiration it's sort of a skill. I don't know how other people work, but I've always had a very vivid imagination, but I've noticed that me executing on my ideas, drawing them in a sketchbook every day, constantly getting into this pattern of putting things down on paper when I get ideas, that's the idea. That's how inspiration works for me. And it's not me. It's not me waiting on this thing the muse to come by and give me things. Will Smith or someone once said that you have to stay ready so that you don't have to get ready. You have to be prepared for when ideas hit you. So maybe I'm contradicting myself in the sense that ideas will strike you, but you have to be ready to use them and sort of execute on them. You do that by building this pattern of working. I mean, like always having a sketchbook with you, drawing all the time, singing all the time, writing songs. You have the right when it's the most important thing. I think creatively is to exist in those times when you don't want to, when you don't feel inspired, when you don't want to draw, you don't have any ideas. Those are the most important times, because you're gonna find that that's when you have to push through and draw. You just take a pencil, stab a piece of paper, and just start moving your hand. Like whatever it takes for you to make it, you just go ahead and do it. You don't know what to write whatever the fuck comes out of your brain. Kim Kardashian's butt. Just write that 1 billion times. It doesn't matter. But you doing that, being used to the process of writing, even when you don't want to write, is going to help you find inspiration. So, to me, inspiration isn't this muse. It's not me being hit by the muse. It's me actively seeking out, getting into the practice of experimenting and working. I hope that makes sense. I know that's kind of a long rant. Damien says, guys, it's okay to not have a girlfriend. Just get a fuck buddy that you only talk to when you need to have sexy. As long as the other person is okay with that, do that. Sure. Waldo says, make sure you don't actually like the person, though. Fuck buddies turn south when someone catches feels. Yeah, and it might be you. So be careful. Yeah, the best thing to do in relationships, I think, is to be very clear and honest about what you want. And I know it's a shit ton of dudes in here. We got like one girl listening, but I mean, whoever you're with, guy or girl, just make sure that you know where they stand or they know where you stand. And just lay everything out. We're becoming adults now. Or you guys are. I mean, you guys are probably like on average 5 years younger than me. You're becoming an adult, so just be honest with them. Just lay everything out and don't lie and all that shit. It doesn't really get you anywhere. Wow, I'm laying out the philosophical shit hard today. Damien says, I was thinking about buying one of your drawings, but shipping to the UK may be expensive. You're right. I was looking on FedEx or something, and they were like $50 to ship, and I was like, "Are you shitting me? That's insane, man." Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to figure out how to do that, because some of you guys are in the UK or in Australia and shit. I'll figure out something. I don't know what the cheapest way to ship is. All you US people, though, if you bought a drawing, it'll be really cheap. So. Oh, okay, we're winding down. What did we learn today? We learned that Thanksgiving isn't about killing Indians. Even though I guess in some indirect way it sort of is. Kanye's weird. Don't wait for inspiration to find you. That's you have to take the hard way out. It's always go for the hard way. You don't know how to draw, you have to put in 1,000 hours. And don't expect a pencil or the kind of tablet you buy to make you better. The materials are just there. it's you who's gonna have to put in a lot of hard work to make this stuff happen. And just one key to succeeding in these things is just to show up. Because most people aren't. That's the reality. Even people who can draw really well are kind of just. I mean, you've met a lot of people who will say things like, "Well, I used to draw." Well, you don't anymore. So, like, what's the point? You know? So put your skills to use, you guys. If you have any other questions about creativity, inspiration, all that stuff, don't ask me for relationship advice because I'm shitty at that. I don't even know myself. Damien is like, well, duh. Do it if she wants it. Well, when she wants to. I'm telling people to go rape someone. What the hell? Favorite Thanksgiving food is fried turkey. And then some good stuffing with like pork bits in it or something like that. Alright, you guys. Have a great Thanksgiving, and if you're not in the US, have a good 28th of November. Thanks a lot for watching this stuff, and tomorrow you'll see me talking about this New York Times thing. What the fuck? My roommate's playing a game. Monday, the guest is Keenan Lafferty, who does this comic called Emma online, and take it easy, y'all.